Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review once again. In tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 1978 sequel to the 1975 movie Jaws, and that's going to be on Jaws 2. So yeah, I recently just watched the whole movie of Jaws 2, the second sequel to the second Jaws movie after the first one. Which I actually remember, seeing the first Jaws in 3D at Sun Surf back in early September this year. And so, in this movie, in Jaws 2, years after the shark attacks that left Amity Island reeling, Sheriff Martin Brody finds new trouble lurking in the waters. Mayor Vaughn wants to rid the beach town of the stain of its reputation. But the disappearance of a pair of divers suggests that all is not right. When Sheriff Brody voices his warnings about holding a sailing competition, everyone thinks that it's a post-traumatic stress. That is until a shark fin cuts through the water, and of course we got another shark going in. And of course, this movie is also known for its poster tagline, "Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water." It's, Martin Brody they all have to do whatever they can to try and stop this shark once again for the second time. And there you go. Yeah. So yesterday on Amazon, I rented this movie on Amazon, and I gotta say, Jaws 2 was actually a pretty solid sequel to the first Jaws. Sure, it's not as good as the first Jaws, but still, it was pretty good for the most part. And I will say, it's definitely the only good sequel out of the Jaws franchise, since I heard Jaws 3 wasn't that good much. Yeah, because I heard Jaws 3 wasn't that good. And I heard, and of course, I actually remember watching, Jaws the Revenge on TV, many years ago. And Jaws the Revenge sucked. I didn't really like Jaws the Revenge. But I will give credit, though, Judah Barcy for being in Jaws the Revenge. I will give credit to her. Yeah. But I gotta say, Jaws 2, I can tell is like a pretty good sequel to the original Jaws. But I will say, I think the best Jaws movie is definitely the first Jaws. And Jaws 2, it was pretty good. Because at least some of the original cast members did return from the first movie, like Roy Schneider, and there's also Lorraine Gary, and there's also Donna Wykes, and yeah, because there are some pretty good acting in this movie, and I gotta say the shark in this movie I thought it was pretty decent, and There's also one actor I actually did recognize the actor who plays this character. He was actually one of the victims that was eaten by the shark in this movie, and that character was actually played by Gary Dubin. Gary Dubin actually played Toulouse in the orange cat from the orange kitten from the Aristocats from Disney. Yeah, Gary Dubin. Sadly he died in 2016. And I gotta say, John Williams' music score is actually just as good as the first Jaws. We know the Jaws theme whenever the shark's fin appears, and and we get the shark's first person perspective. But Steven Spielberg actually had no involvement with this movie along with the other sequels, and because instead Jaws 2 was actually directed by Jeanette Schwartz, whatever you want to pronounce that name. My apologies. But yeah, so aside from all that, overall, Jaws 2 was a solid sequel to the original Jaws, and I'm gonna give Jaws 2 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because at least the film's tagline, "Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water," that tagline actually paid homage and was referenced multiple times. But yeah, if you like the first Jaws and you haven't seen Jaws 2, then I'm sure you'll probably still enjoy Jaws 2, because when me and Dad and Uncle Charles went and saw the original Jaws in 3D at Sun and Surf before they closed forever, my Uncle Charles said that he actually kind of liked Jaws 2, and I agree with my Uncle Charles. I think Jaws 2 is pretty good. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Jaws 2. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.